Okay, before I start my my presentation, I'd like to ask Eric a couple of questions if she doesn't mind.
Please.
One, you said that you negotiated with management company. Can you give me an idea about who negotiated, when was it negotiated, and why I'm not aware of that?
Well, as you know, over the past few months, we have all established a rapport with several management companies. When we realized that we were getting close to the time that we had to come to some kind of a conclusion, and we were not involved in any of the budget or finance with Boris and the finance committee. To see what kind of questions would be asked of us. I know I personally called and spoke to one of the management companies and asked them to please give me what they could possibly do for La Perla in order to win our business. One company actually gave me 3 months of no management fee. And the burden was down to about 19% at that point. And I don't see what's wrong with negotiating with a company. I mean, because I think we all need to get our best prices, and we all got the ball rolling and speaking to several of the management companies that way.
I did not say there is anything wrong. My question was, who else was into this negotiation with you? And when was this negotiation taking place, and why I'm not aware of it? I'm part of the board. So can you explain these points?
I wasn't negotiating as a whole board. I was negotiating to see what is the best price that I could possibly get for La Perla. And
so who else was aware of that negotiation that you're negotiating on behalf of the board?
I believe I shared the number that I got with Ronit at one point, because I was trying to work out numbers to put into the budget. And the initial numbers that I used, I was kind of just backtracking into Boris's numbers. And it was just in the last few days that I got the ADP run from September, so I could get the actual base budgets for all of our employees to get the actual correct number. And the first number that
I'm not asking about
is now,
I'm asking why we were not involved. Who gave you direction to proceed with this negotiation?
I didn't know. Sammy, I didn't, I'm sorry, but I didn't know that.
I need to clarify, I'm not saying anything wrong. So don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is why nobody else is aware, and why you're negotiating on behalf of somebody without having an agreement from the board about what are the numbers, which company, and everything else. You are.
I'm sorry.
Sammy.
I'd like to
Sammy,
interject.
I'd like to answer for Erica. I'd like to.
No, I'd like to just say something. Sammy,
Yes.
I did also, and I'm not getting off management company. I'm just trying to do apples to apples with this.
Sure.
2 weeks ago, when we were in desperate need of getting our valet contract renewed, and Paolo could verify, everyone that I spoke to at the valet company, I tried to get the very best number by negotiating a valet contract, not by based on the hours they were presenting, but by the hours that could be based on our needs at La Perla. I didn't have a whole board standing behind me doing that. But this is what I've always done for La Perla. If I could negotiate something, and then once we get a good number, none of this is finalized, Sammy. All these finalized numbers will certainly be presented.
I'm wondering why you did not even send a small email advising everybody else about what you're doing. So we are in the loop with you. That's the question.
Because, all right, the answer will be very simple, because I don't feel that this negotiation is over yet.
Well, at
So-
least tell us you're engaged what you're doing so that we're in the loop with you. Anyway, that's the point I wanted to check.
I'm just
I
trying to get the very best numbers.
I don't doubt that you're trying to do that. I never complained about anything else. My question is why we're not in the loop? Why nobody else from the board is in the loop?
No,
So
Can I just say something? I would just like owners to understand that all proposals by every single management company was presented to every board member, and every time a management company made a presentation, that was made disclosed to everyone. And if you had an interest in engaging them, that would have been welcome. It's always welcome.
that's not the question.
No one should.
That's not
there
the
wasn't-
question at all.
That is, well, that's an answer. I'm giving
no,
you an
that's the
answer to your question.
No,
You're
my
being-
question is why is something else, why she's negotiating on behalf of the board, and why nobody else is involved, and why we're not involved. So let's leave this one behind. And move on.
Sammy, I don't want to leave this behind. I have a couple of things to say. First of all, Eric brought up about the ballet company. We have been talking about this for over 3 months. We were at a point, because there wasn't involvement by all board members, where a contract had to be, it wasn't even a contract anymore. We were going month by month, had to be extended, and we were 15 days, I believe, or less. Holly, you could confirm. for me.
That's not the question, Bernie.
It is.
That's
It is
not the question.
Because there was no interest by other board members to get involved in this, and Erica was one. who went
Not
out
correct.
to
From
do this,
where are you making this assumption? How would you make this assumption?
Because no one responded to the request.
Okay,